beautiful paint scheme. Let's hear it for Miss Demeanour. Now, I think it's worth mentioning briefly how Mr. Whaley got a wonderful paint scheme. Jonathon Whaley, when he took ownership of this aircraft in 1997, very keen, a real individual, Jonathon Whaley, very keen on his aviation, flown hundreds of aircraft. But he wanted a particularly custom paint scheme, very keen on the American nose art and the motorbikes. And he wanted to make an aircraft that looked like it was re-entering from space, and indeed the hot white nose cooling to the dark blue of the tail, coupled with the stars and dots and the star signs of his family, incredibly individual and descending into the bright sunlight today. I think you'll agree it's the best painted aircraft on the circuit today. Now this aircraft comes from the development in the 50s. It's interesting that we're seeing the Sea Vixen, the Hawker Hunter, and later Canberra Pian High, all appearing very closely together in the Heritage Flight Path. Indeed, but these were competing designs, trying to outcompete each other for capability, contracts, and numbers of production. Amongst many of the English heritage, or rather English aviation manufacturers, all competing for Ministry of Defence contracts. This Hawker Hunter originally was built as an F4 XP 947 back in 1956. Initially delivered to number 5 Maintenance Unit Kemble in Gloucestershire before entering active service with number 3 Squadron at Royal Air Force Garlinkirchen in Germany as part of the 2nd Allied Tactical Air Force. After a short period of time out in Germany, working with NATO, she was then reallocated to 229 Operational Conversion Unit, the training unit at Royal Air Force Chivner, Devon. Down to your front now, coals are coming on. Getting ready to pull up to the G there, 4 to 5 to 6G, pulling up into those tight turns. The design of this aircraft was simply quite radical, as previous straight-wing design with the open jet engines was showing the limited performance design of its day, but the Hunter here was showing this swept wing. This is new and radical design, giving the performance needed for the modern design characteristics of interception at high speed and at high levels. So at your right hand side there, Jonathon Whaley really putting the aircraft through her paces. And there's that wonderful Hunter Blue Note. Aircraft, a Mk58a as it was, so part of a contract for the Swiss Air Force. Whaley there betraying his previous Fleet Air Arm Royal Naval allegiance there. Very generous with his display, isn't he, George, as he throws the display all over the display line, and the boats in front of us here as well. Rather enjoying himself, isn't he, Jonathan?
He's a great guy. You know, he's one of the most charming pilots on the entire circuit of air display work across UK. Very, very friendly and always a welcoming smile on his face. He's doing his best to retire, you know, but it just is not happening.
I know, I think he finds it very difficult not to fly, and he's flown so many different aircraft, but I think the one, Mr. Demeanour and the Sea Vixen are the ones that really tug on his heartstrings, and I think he'll still be flying for at least a few years to come, I know. Interestingly enough, if you've got any spare change, the aircraft is up for sale. So if you fancy a bit of a flutter, a start saving for Christmas, for Mr. Demeanour, just to your front.
Yes, interesting enough, while we're talking about owning heritage, I mean, this class of here is actually not outrageously expensive, or clearly several £100,000, but of course it's
a beautiful sunny day, last chance for a lovely photograph. So let's give John a lovely wave for this high-speed pass. Lovely shot here of the underside and top side.